Yo, yo, Skulls and Bones 444 here. I'm sorry if I sound nasally and congested. That's because I have a one hell of a sinus headache going on. Allergy season, woohoo. Um, this message is for the whole collective, okay, and for the opposition. Um, by the way, happy belated holidays and New Year's, okay? Um, this is part two, okay? Because I already posted part one. Now this is part two, okay? Part two. Trigger warning. Hidden secrets of karmic masculine's diabolical ways and obsession with having power and control over people. Intense messages. 111 on the timer. So, and warning, this is a slightly long message, but I'll try to read as fast as I can, but still make it clear and, clear and understanding for you guys. Hmm. Okay. So before I continue from where I left off in part one, um, yeah, I already said that. I wanted to wish you all happy holidays and shit. If you're seeing numbers like 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 144, 1144, 555, 666, which I've mentioned before, it is not the mark of the beast. 311, 123, and 1234, then this message is for you. Okay. In addition to this, like I've said before, I want to clarify that this video is part two, because there's no way I could have covered all of this shit in one recording. Okay, and I'm gonna make one more video after this, and that's it. I'm not making more recordings with my phone. Okay, I'm gonna go right back to the tarot readings, okay? Oh, oh yeah, and I'm like, I don't want to bore you guys, so, and I don't want you to miss out on any vital information, okay? Especially when it comes to this crazy ass twin flame journey and all the psychos that are practicing black magic on you. However, shit. However, if it's any consolation, yeah, I told you guys before that I'm gonna post these videos hours in between, so it gives you time to listen and to digest all the information. Okay? Let's see. Talk about the third video. And I said, finally, I want you all to know that you must be mentally and emotionally prepared for what you're about to hear in this video. Okay? But I mean, this is what I channeled, okay? So that means that I have to give this information. Okay. On another note, I want to make sure that everyone knows that I will not tolerate any nasty comments that are intentionally made to belittle or degrade me as a tarot reader or any other tarot readers that have a social media platform. Having said that, if I see any derogatory comments on my channel, then they will be deleted automatically. Let's see. I'm saying this because yesterday was the first time that I had to delete a comment, which was probably written by someone in the coven just to harass me. Okay? But don't worry, I didn't entertain this person. I wanted to discuss the situation because in my last video there was a woman, I'm keeping her name anonymous, who wrote a comment questioning me about my tarot reading skills, especially the times when I'm reading messages from my phone okay, instead of using my cards. She didn't understand that. But like I said, I did not entertain that. I did not respond back. Mm, I said, well, to let everybody know, these are messages or downloads that I get when I'm out and about, okay? And I write them down because I don't want to forget them, okay? Because I know that they're meant to be shared with. Furthermore, this lady asked why I was mentioning certain numbers throughout my readings, and that's when I realized that she wasn't familiar with the concept of angel numbers, which is a sign from the divine archangels confirming the tarot reader, the tarot reader's messages are accurate. Finally, toward the end of her comment, she said that her karmic masculine was already imprisoned for his heinous crimes and had contracted AIDS via his gay lifestyle. Not to mention, she's a firm believer that the divine and archangels would never subject her to any harm. Yeah, to any harm like that. And she's right. She's absolutely right about that. But having said that, I hope that my collective knows that the karmic masculine or any other of the coven members, they can't attack you or kill you because you're divinely protected. And you're meant to be here to serve your life's purpose and soul mission with your divine partner by your side. Hmm. In addition to this, I want you guys to understand that not everybody is on the same timeline when it comes to their spiritual awakening or when it comes to reuniting with their twin flame. Because before the reunion happens, both the divine feminine and divine masculine must pay off their karmic debts first. Now, here's the thing, guys, okay, on a side note, just let me know if you get irritated when I mention these angel numbers, okay? The angel numbers that I'm seeing all the time. I promise I won't be offended by your answer as long as, it's appropriate, it's not derogatory, okay? I just want you to know the reason why I'm calling out the numbers from the timer is because unfortunately I don't have, what is it? I don't have that special machine that, makes a ding sound. A lot of other tarot readers have that, but I don't, unfortunately. But I would love to acquire one. I just got to figure out how much that gadget is, where I can find it, and how much it is. So, when I'm calling out numbers, just please bear with me for the time being. But still, I mean, if that annoys you, please write a comment down. Okay, just something simple, nothing derogatory, like I said. Okay. Now, before I continue with part two of the story and how the karmic masculine plans on killing the divine feminine, which isn't gonna happen, obviously, because the divine feminine is highly protected by her spiritual team, and there's no way in hell, pun intended, that he's gonna be able to trick the divine feminine's ancestors and spirit guides into entering her circle of protection. Karmic masculine just doesn't seem to understand that he's run out of time and trying to sacrifice you. Don't worry. There's been some serious divine intervention that's been going on for a while now, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. Not only does the karmic masculine have to reap the consequences of his actions, but so do the members of the Dark Coven. And when I say consequences, I'm talking about all the black magic and other shit that they did to the divine feminine, but it's going to be 10 times worse. By the way, I am seeing a shit ton of angel numbers on the timer, but I'm not saying them in this video, just to be a little different. See how you like this video better like that. Okay. And then I say sorry for that long rant. I felt the need to address this shit. Well, now that we've covered some important details, I will continue with the story from where we left off. However, I want to give a quick recap about how the karmic masculine is still on the warpath with his never ending mission of trying to delete divine feminine off this planet. I think that for the past 3 months or so, possibly starting in October, he's been secretly working on another plan of attack. His obsession with sacrificing you has completely taken over him, and that's because not only is he a scorned lover, but he also has a psychotic, sociopathic, calculating personality. Having said that, I sense that he's been traveling all over town, wherever he lives, searching for the best place to bury the divine feminine after killing her. He's been investigating nature parks of all sorts to see how many people visit these parks, the hours of operation, how to gain access after hours. Let's see, the number of park rangers that work there, which parks have dogs that specialize in detecting drugs or anything else that they find suspicious, and whether or not the park rangers check up on the visitors to see if they're okay or need some medical attention for whatever reason. Like if someone accidentally comes into contact with poison ivy or gets dehydrated, etc. And navigating his way around all the different park trails to find the perfect spot to dig the grave, which I seen it's all the way in the back of this park and in the left hand side corner of the park. That's what I'm seeing. And it's like nobody visits that park, including the park rangers. And he plans on making the grave 8 feet deep. That's out of revenge. Plans on making it 8 feet deep instead of 6, which is gonna take a few weeks or a month, especially with how he's doing this all by himself. And at this time, I sense that this grave has already been dug and it's just ready for a body. However, before I talk about how he gets caught in the action, like 30 minutes prior to throwing the divine feminine's body in fucking grave, okay? Like I said, don't worry. You have nothing to worry about. You are divinely protected as always. Okay? But before he tries to do this shit, he gets caught by a legitimate private investigator that has been on his ass for months, and that's because the fake, false private investigator that they hired, okay, they can't take the pressure of getting caught anymore. And but more so for the fact that he knows that what he's doing is wrong. Okay? Because of this, he ends up turning himself in and gives the cops all his equipment and tells them what's been going on the whole time. The police are shocked, but appreciate his honesty, which means that he won't have to serve like 20 to 50 years in prison, but at least 10 to 15 years instead. Because he's not going to get away with it completely. With that being said, the police knew that they had to get on the case immediately. And I want to give you a quick explanation about the chemical called chloroform that he plans to use on the divine feminine to make her go unconscious. As mentioned in part one, karmic masculine's idea is to take a trip to where you live in hopes that you'll answer the door. And if you do, he's going to smother your face with a rag full of the chemical, okay, to make you go unconscious so you don't fight back, and then place your body in the trunk so he doesn't get caught by the cops, just in case if he gets pulled over for any reason. This chemical will make a person go unconscious for hours or will kill a person when used in large doses. That being said, this is how the karmic masculine plans on killing you. He wants to kill you by giving a lethal dose, man. Just automatically giving a quick fucking dose, eyeballing, just measuring it like, mm. So, yeah, and so that's how he wants to kill you because he only has so much time before getting caught. Not to mention, seeing as how he's run out of time on trying to sacrifice you, he won't even be able to put you in a body bag first. Therefore, you'd be the first victim that he has buried in pure soil. And the grave, like I said, the grave isn't 6 feet deep, but instead it's 8. But once again, remember, you all are all protected. You are all protected, so none of this shit is gonna happen to you. You are not gonna be killed with chloroform, okay? And if this fucker even dares tries to walk on the same block of where you live at, he's gonna be struck by lightning by the divine in his own way. Okay? However, the part of the real investigation by the actual cops, that is happening. That is happening. Hmm. So, going back to the topic of chloroform, it's a colorless liquid with a pleasant, non irritating odor and a slightly sweet taste. It burns only when in extreme high temperatures, can make other chemicals in small doses when chlorine is added to water. And it used to be, excuse me, and it was used as an inhalant as a form of anesthesia for surgeries, like way back in the day. It's illegal now. Furthermore, given the toxicity and danger of this chemical, it is listed under the department known as Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease Registry, ATSDR, okay? Especially with how it can cause cancer. And not to mention, it can make people sick when inhaled in small dosages, and skin absorption and ingestion. Moreover, this chemical is known for causing the following. You have cancer anywhere in the body, liver and kidney tumors, and this includes animals as well, and serious eye damage to the point of going blind, etc. In addition to this, it can be measured in exhaled breath, urine, blood, and other tissues. But unfortunately, there's no reliable method to determine the level of one's exposure. Hold on. Drink the water. Ay, ay, ay. This shit is nuts, let me tell you. Hmm. Okay. My last video, which is gonna be part 3, I will reveal all info about the doctor, this corrupt doctor. Okay, and I'm sensing that his name starts with the letter S. Okay, this doctor who supplies the comic masculine with chloroform, along with other medical equipment that the karmic masculine has no fucking business having. But this doctor allows him to have these tools because he knows that the karmic masculine he knows what he's using them for. And the doctor uses them for the same shit on his own patients. And this doctor is also a part of the coven. And I'll leave you guys with that. Because trust me, there's a shit ton more of information about that. And this leaves you in suspense a bit. Okay? And now this is the part that you all have been waiting for. That has shit. And that has to do with the private diabolical lifestyle that the karmic masculine indulges in. The info that I'm about to tell you is not for the light of for the light of heart. And for those who can handle hardcore squeamish shit. So I highly suggest that you have a bottle of Pepto-Bismol ready in hand. With that being said, the karmic masculine's diabolical lifestyle entails murder, rape, necrophilia, pedophilia, disposing of bodies in such a calculative way that the victim's body would be so decomposed that all that's left are the bones. So, and if the cops were ever to find these bones, then the investigation would take a long ass time to figure out who the culprit was. Kidnapping children for sacrificial rituals in return for glamour and glory. Killing women as a scorned lover by stabbing them in the heart, which symbolizes a crime of passion. And taking a piece of their body home with him, like their skulls, their ovaries, their fallopian tubes, and their uterus. Okay, he takes them home with him and places them on his satanic altar as souvenirs, but he also uses them in rituals too. These rituals are meant to punish other women that he hates by using their organs to make them sterile so they won't have enough eggs to fertilize a baby, making them have constant miscarriages, stillborns, and babies with deformities so bad that they don't reach their teenage years. A life full of addictions to all kinds of substances that I will talk about in the next video, and getting younger kids to indulge with him so he won't feel alone. He does this to numb the pain of his childhood trauma because he refuses to get professional help, despite all the offers that people have given him. After all, they know that he can't afford to have health insurance. In fact, it doesn't matter how many people want to try to help him get professional help. He will always reject it because he doesn't believe that he's got a problem. See, last but not least, there was a point in time when the karmic masculine was engaged. However, she broke off the engagement due to his controlling behavior, which triggered his abandonment issues, making him want revenge, and he got it. He killed her using a lethal dose of chloroform so that she wouldn't be able to fight back because she would be dead already by the time he reached his destination of where he was going to bury her. This location was somewhere from his hometown, okay? And it was in like some wooded area from what I can see in my messages, okay? Before putting her in a body bag, he raped her, which is considered an act of necrophilia. In his mind, this was his way of having power and control over her. Based on my downloads, it seems like the karmic masculine likes to dispose of his victims in wooded areas that people don't go to very often, or by dumping their bodies, by dumping them into bodies of water and making sure to tie cinder blocks on top of the body bag so that there wouldn't be any buoyancy for them to float up to the top. Therefore, these people would remain at the bottom of the river or lake and to never be found again. There y'all go. Digest that shit for a bit. That's the kind of karmic masculine that the collective, especially the divine feminine, has been dealing with. And the secrets about this dude that have been hidden for so long that when they see this video, because I know that they watch my shit, the jaw is gonna be dropped to the floor. Anyways, goodbye. Happy Sunday night.